Hi everybody, this is a tutorial on how to drive in Miami, Florida. I repeat, this is a tutorial of how to drive in Miami, Florida. So this is how you drive in Miami, Florida. 1, if you're going to be driving in Miami for any length of time, more than a month or less than a month, what the fuck did you just do that for? Okay, if you're going to be driving in Miami, this is the key points to survive possibly being hit in the back and hit in the front. Double tap your brakes slightly, very lightly. Just double tap to tap when you're stopping before you completely stop. Tap, and then go ahead and stop the car. The reason is because it flashes your brakes and is more likely to make sure somebody behind you sees that you're stopping. 2, next thing you're gonna do to survive Miami is when you're driving 35, 30, make sure that you're paying attention to the people on the opposite lane of the road. If somebody suddenly comes into your lane, like this oversized truck, immediately brake and you have a less of an impact. And you may get hurt really freaking badly, but it wouldn't be as bad as if you were going 35 miles per hour. Another thing of how to drive in Miami, how to survive Miami, is doing this. When you are driving and the light turns yellow, go faster. Don't go slower. Just fucking ram through that bitch. Because here's another reason why. In Miami, people will speed up on the yellow lights. They don't slow down for the yellow lights unless they have enough time to stop. Because most of these roads, you're going like 45, 40. You can't suddenly stop the second the light turns yellow. So if you're in an early yellow light, like right as it turns yellow, right what you're about to do, and you cannot stop, don't slam your fucking brakes down. Go through the yellow light, and you'll make it before the red light, and you won't get hit, or you won't get a ticket. Just fucking ram your shit and go through the yellow light. Don't stop, because if you stop, you're more likely to get in a car accident. Someone's going to hit you from behind if you suddenly pull your brakes down like that. To just try not to make the red light. So if you're kind of situation, fucking speed up. Don't slow down. 1, so you don't hit the red light, and 2, so you don't end up killing somebody behind you and yourself. Another way to prevent car crashes is if there's a lot of people in a line. Let's say there's like traffic like right now, and let's say there's a road right here. Let's say a car wants to come through between this red truck and me, and on the other side, if you can see that there's a street there, slow down on this side of the road and slow down really good to make sure nobody's coming on these side streets. Like if there's somebody coming between my car and you're like, this car is coming down here, make sure that you slow down right here on this side, even if it inconveniences other people, to make sure there's not a car coming through here and then you get hit because they couldn't see you as they're coming through between cars. They couldn't see you. They pull out. You're driving at 40. Guess who hits them? You do. Another way to prevent from dying is in Miami, Florida, for some odd reason. I don't know what the reason is. I'll tell you. For some reason, people go across the white line like that car just did. They go past the white line. Do not pass the white line. I'm warning you. Unless you're absolutely for sure that you can turn on a green light and then there's no other cars coming, do not pass that white line. The cops will get you out here for that one. Another way to prevent yourself from getting hit by a car, and for the love of God, make sure you give, okay, let's say, I don't know, we'll wait till we come up to a red light or something, or a stop sign or something stupid, right? Okay, this is what happens in Miami. I've never seen anything like it. It's like a scam thing, so you'll hit them in the back, okay? So, this is one thing I noticed that scammers do around here. Pass, do not. Not do. Pass, not do. Okay. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. I'm driving. I'm going to stop, blah, blah, blah. There's a car behind me. There's a car behind me. Okay, blah, 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 blah. There's like a road right here, okay, right? Here's what happens in Miami, Florida. This is what they do. Let me show you. This is to prevent yourself from getting into a car accident. Pay attention at stoplights. Alright, so there's no stoplights around here, so I'll have to figure it out what I want to do, okay? So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull into a random parking lot, and I'm going to show you what you need to do and pay attention to. Okay, look at this green light right here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is what scammers do in Miami to get a new car. Make sure that you have a dash camera and it's fully working. Please. Make sure you have a fucking dash cam. Alright. Let me show you how this works, okay? Alright, let me just show you. Okay, this is just a random neighborhood, so I'm just gonna go through it real quick. Okay, here's a stop. There'll be a stop sign somewhere around here. Let's just try to find that stop sign. This might be a dead end, so just a second here. Alright, this is what happens. Hold on. All the rich neighborhoods already got their shit fixed up. Okay, here's a stop sign right here. This is what Miamians will do at a stoplight. Pretend this is a stoplight and it's a red light right now, okay? Forget about the stop sign. This is what Miamians do. A lot of places in Miami, you can't see at the white line. Look, see, look, if I stop at the white line, which you should do, you cannot see who's coming this way, so you have to pull out. How do you know if somebody's not coming? So you have to pull out. So this is what the situation is. Don't pull out when you have to cross the white ladder. You can't see who's coming. There's too much shrubs. And in a lot of places that's illegal. You have to be able to see from the white line. Alright, so anyways, this is what Miamians do. They do this all the time, by the way. I'll show you. Make sure no one's... Okay, no one's coming out. Look, let me show you. This is how this works. A lot of people go, oh my God, and they pass the white line, right? And then they don't look. They don't look when they're doing this. And then they'll reverse, and guess who's behind? You are. And they reverse without looking. Bam! You've just rear-ended them, even though they reversed into you. So what I do, let's say there's a car behind me. Let's just say there's a car behind me, right? There's a car behind me. They just, oh my God, they just passed the light. I always do this. I give them about this much space of room. I know it's a lot, but I usually give them that much space in the room. When they do that, I give them that much space so that if they reverse, they're not going to hit me because they're stupid like that. So I always give them that reverse, let them reverse. They do it all also in Florida, they park in the grass like crazy. Never seen anything like it. Ruins the grass, ruins the look, it ruins everything. But there's no sidewalk, so they do it anyway. Okay, so make sure when you're coming up to a light and suddenly you're going to see somebody reverse their lights. Trust me, it'll happen to you. It happens to me all the time. And it happens to a lot of people around here, Rumble Strip. Okay, so it happens all the time, man. And I mean all the time. They took out the speed bumps. That's what happened. Look, right here. See? I can't stop. I have to pass the white line to see what I'm... Oh, man, there's no exit. Damn! Wait, is there an exit? Doesn't say a dead end. Okay. Well, anyways, like I said, what you got to do next is... A lot of people in Miami don't use their blinkers either, so you got to be careful. You got to be very careful because a lot of people in Miami, they don't use their blinkers. That's another thing you got to watch out for. This is a very educational video. Holy hell, these are some big-ass bumps. God damn. Those are brand new. Okay, anyways, that's what you got to do not to get hit by a car in Miami. Also, another thing is they'll pull out you. Like right here. I don't know why there's a swing set there, but you also got to watch out here because people might fucking get out of their car suddenly. And then boom. What the fuck is that thing? Alright, so anyways, also there's debris in the road. Make sure you get away from it so you don't scratch the ever-living shit out of your car with the tree branches when there's a lot of damage. Alright, so here's what happens. You can't see, if I stop right here, I can't see shit. So I have to go all the way up here, but I don't force myself out and scare people. But a lot of people will do that. So you have to come past the white line to see what you're doing in Miami. Because there's so much trees and shrubs and shit. And they should put the white lines closer to the end there, but they don't. I don't know why they do that in Miami, but they do. Another thing that you guys need to watch out for. People who like to suddenly turn left when you're driving at the speed limit, and they suddenly turn left right in front of you. That happens all the time in Miami. So if you're paying attention, this should be a very educational video for you if you're driving in Miami. Remember, the reversing is the worst part, man. I will tell you, they do it to me all the time. So I've given them at least, if I see somebody pass the white line, I'm giving them 10 feet or more of space or room to back up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I give them the space that they need. So remember to pay attention. Pay attention to these people, because you don't know. They're not paying attention when they're pulling out. So I'm begging you. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Because if you don't, you're going to get fuzzed up. So pay attention when you're driving. Go the speed limit in the school zones. I forgot to tell you about that. Make sure you go the speed limit in the school zones at the times that are told. The school zone sign's fucked up. Okay, anyways, pay attention, guys, because if you do not pay attention, you will get your car destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Make sure that you, okay, like this guy, he has to pull out because he cannot see what's going on right here. Also, I'm going to pull out right here because obviously I'm going to be turning. If there's nobody coming, I'll pull out because it'll be easy turn. Also, make sure you pull out more, go to the right. Go as right as possible because people, like I said, they pass the white line and you might smack right into them and cause a major car accident. So pay attention to that. Also, on these double yellow lines, people might be kind of right on those lines. So pay attention to stay a little bit to the right. If you have no choice because of debris or something, obviously move a little bit over. But as soon as possible, get over as much as possible. Because in Miami, these older folks, they don't pay attention and they'll go in the middle of the lane. Guess who gets a head-on collision? You do. It's really bad here with the driving, but the houses are affordable out here. So if you do come live out here, remember hurricanes, heat, and humidity. But the living out here is not that bad price-wise. I mean, it's expensive, but you could find a 3 or 4 bedroom house, a 2 or 3 bedroom house for like $160,000, $170,000, maybe $190,000. That's not bad considering where you live. And taxes are not too bad out here. Not like California. Also, be careful with these people. They didn't even yield. All Audi drivers are bad and BMW drivers. They're really bad out here. So pay attention that when you're going to the roundabouts, they're not gonna yield for anybody. They're just gonna go. So pay attention to that really well, and you will not likely get hit by a car. But be paranoid. It's better to be paranoid about people who reverse on you. If you see somebody reverse, honk them immediately. Immediately honk at them. The second you see reverse lights come on, honk at them. Or if they're moving their car backwards up on a hill or something, and they're idling back at you, you hit that horn, and if there's nobody behind you, put your reverse on and get the hell out of the way so they don't hit you because they're not paying attention. A lot of people will sometimes reverse, but then they forget to put it back in drive before the light turns. So they got the reverse on. I'll just honk at them until they figure out why I'm honking at them. Because their reverse light's on and they'll smack you. You're going to have to brake a lot in Miami. You're going to have to brake suddenly because people will suddenly brake on you. It happens every time. So pay attention to that. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here. I really do hope this video will help a lot of people when you come to Florida, especially Orlando, Miami, or Tampa. You need to be on your game. You cannot be on your cell phone like in California, LA. You know, there's a lot more drivers there, but because everybody's going slower, you're less likely to get in a car accident. You know, people are not paying as much. There's not as many car accidents. I mean, there's a lot of car accidents in California, but probably not as much as here. And if there is, then okay, fine. But just in general, pay attention to what you are doing. And also pay attention to the weather forecast because you never know if there is going to be a hurricane or a thunderstorm. And when it's raining, it gets even worse. Oh, shit. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to end the video there. But pay attention, guys, because somebody will they will come out of nowhere. So pay attention. Thank you guys for watching, and this has been the Planet Earth here.